Every person, every student athlete is affected differently during this COVID-19 pandemic. One of those being Jonathan Brightwell, a three-time All-SoCon selection senior golfer with UNCG. So I decided to go to his happy place, the driving range, to see how he's navigating life during this tough time after missing his final season. Tell me kind of where you were when the news broke, starting with March Madness, then ACC started to cancel everything else, including spring sports.
On our way back from Coastal's event, there was talk the night after about ACC's like no longer letting fans in. And we were like, okay, like I get it, like still have the tournament, but like kind of trying to keep everyone like away, like, you know, big arena. The tournament's going on, like going well, and then 2 days later it was done.
Nothing. And you're sitting there and you realize, oh my goodness, I'm a senior. I have this season coming up and now
it's gone.
No more. What ran through your mind there?
A lot, honestly. Didn't really know what to think because it ended so quick, like so abrupt. It was just kind of a big bummer, honestly. Like, you can't control it, but like, yeah, for us seniors, we were just like, man, it's done, like over. I don't know, honestly, don't even know what I'm gonna do now.
Extra year of eligibility, you were saying, is that something you'll probably do, or is it still in the works of thinking about, or?
It's hard to pass up, to be honest with you. Like, if I'm gonna do it, like, you can't ask for anything better.
Is it a day-by-day approach, or what are you doing to keep hitting balls like that?
You kind of want to make a plan, but then things are starting to close left and right, and it's a really big waiting game right now.
You hit it straight every single time. Every time. There's not one bad shot. How does he do it? What do you think so far this crisis, in a sense, has taught you?
Be thankful, honestly, because, I mean, you can't even get toilet paper right now.
I know.
To be
Sold
honest
out
with
everywhere. I appreciate the chat in the range.
Yeah.
It was good getting to know you.
Thank you for coming out. Yeah, great to meet you.
I wish you the best of luck moving forward, and if you do take that extra year of eligibility, we will definitely be rooting you on and covering your success along the way. Each day, the reality sinks in a bit more for senior student athletes as their athletic careers were cut short. And for Guilford softball player Natalie Conrad, it's no different. We took one final walk around the bases and had a conversation about what life now looks like off the field. We're going to walk the bases here and kind of talk about what the coronavirus pandemic has done for you as a student athlete. And when you think about it, when you heard the news, no more spring sports, how did you initially process that?
Well, last Thursday, it was after our Wednesday game. We were supposed to have an early workout and then we were supposed to have practice. And all of a sudden, Coach sent out a message and he was like, we've got a team meeting at 1:30. Coach started talking about, you know, sports are basically done. We're not going to be practicing and everything's canceled. And as soon as he said that we weren't having practice anymore, that's when I kind of lost it. And it became very real for me that I was not going to be able to come out here anymore. I knew this was going to happen. I've been playing this game since I was 5. It was definitely a very raw moment, and I'm still kind of processing it. Probably 40 hours a week we do sports, so it's really like a job when you think about it. And my whole goal for this last semester of college was just to have fun and to enjoy every second that I had on this field.
How do you process those emotions? How do you work through that knowing that it's all gone?
Keeping yourself mentally busy is probably the best way to transition, because otherwise, if I was just at home, you know, just having to do a little bit of homework here and there, I think I would honestly be very sad.
Spring athletes such as yourself could take another year of eligibility. Is that something you would consider?
They don't have a nursing program here, so I really came here for the sport and then applied to an accelerated BSN program. I don't think I'm going to be able to manage a sport and try to become a nurse at the same time.
As we make this stretch, tell me, what was your most favorite memory here as a Guilford Quaker?
Just my teammates, the bus rides, the laughs, Coach, I'll miss Coach, and just everything that comes along with being so close to your friends.
Little bump there going into one.
Here comes another bump.
Moves him up the hill.
Moves him up the hill.
And Timmy Hill takes the lead.
It's NASCAR's new normal, virtual racing, put on by a gaming platform called iRacing.
We're racing in Texas.
But for local NASCAR driver Timmy Hill, this change in scenery is nothing new.
I'll practice on iRacing virtually before I go to most racetracks, just kind of get myself back in the rhythm.
With 4 laps to go, Hill pulled past William Byron to win at Texas Motor Speedway for his 674th virtual victory.
Get to do a little burnout here now. Look at this. Heck yeah.
In real life racing, it's tough to get that TV time. So to run up front on the virtual Texas and win the race, it's just so much for me. Personally and for my whole race team.
Some big names in the sport with racing sets worth up to $50,000. But for Hill, simple is better.
So you can even find these online. This wheel is about 10 years old, and I bought it 10 years ago for about $300. And it really has been a great, reliable wheel. I have my headset here where I can talk to some of my friends who act as spotters and crew chiefs. And really, it's just like a normal setup.
Although a lap around this track isn't as easy as you'd think.
Not so much an arcade game like people may think it is. It takes a lot of skill, it takes a lot of concentration, and it takes a lot of feel that most arcade games can't replicate.
So in the meantime, Hill hopes this success and notoriety will translate past the virtual dashboard in the near future.
It really helps promote my name and my brand. It gets people more familiar with me. Given the opportunity of an equal playing field like iRacing is, that I can perform and do well just like anybody else could.
Perhaps a silver lining for number 66 in a current world where sports don't exist.
It's creating opportunities that were never there. At the same time, we're still trying to fight through a lot of things that we never really planned on ever going through.